I'm going to Ghost Stack. Look, YouTube video. But I had a couple good black deck runs, especially in the idle build. But as of now, no, I'm good. Hold up. That was a sneeze. And you can't hear it. I'm not really making money. Well, okay, the double card is gonna give me $3, but I just wasted $2 just trying to get another spade. I got the world right here too. Maybe this helps me with my scoring. Okay, we're good. Alright, so back to what I was saying earlier. Persona 4 looks cool, like it does. I mean, I love Persona 4 to death. Like, do I love it on the same level as I do 5? Actually, the answer is yes. Because despite me going backwards, I recognize all of the good qualities of Persona 4. Like, I guess if that was my first Persona game, then I don't think any critiques of 5 would have been different. That much different. To be fair, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I love both. Alright, so I should go diamonds. But this is my only source of chips, is spades. World. Let's see. Also, Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders begin next week, and I was like, huh? Like, all right, because like I'm still taking it back. Like, we're actually getting GTA 6. It says November 19th, and I'm like, oh my god, it's actually a thing. Like, it's coming. Like, it's on its way here now, and still does feel real. Like, I put it in my bio for like Twitter. I probably should like update it for everything else. But I love Grand Theft Auto so much. Like, it is one of my favorite game franchises of all time. It's like, if you have a Mount Rushmore of gaming, which is like your four favorite franchises of games, mine is Pokemon, Sonic, Grand Theft Auto, and I guess the fourth one would be, I don't know, Batman Arkham. There's a lot fighting for that 4th spot. Okay. I mean, to be fair, the only one that haven't streamed is GTA. Wait, whoops, that was an accident. Actually, I probably should take the business card. Oh, maybe not. But it's like, I love GTA. Like, it's one of my favorite game franchises, and I would play. Honestly, I would not mind playing 3D, the tied like 3D trilogy. Wow. Just for. Well, I don't know, man. Wait. Do this first. And this. Okay, cool. Here. Like, playing to the 3D trilogy is cool. But next thing you know, I'll be asked about, okay, what about the HD games? It's like, oh, GTA 5, cool. What about 4? It's like, I'm good. DLC of 4, yes. Base GTA 4, no. Okay, I'll just stop right now. So I love GTA 4 DLC, The Lost and the Ballad of Gay Tony. Original base GTA 4 though ain't nowhere near as high praise for that. And I know some people can be like, bro, what about, like, you know, Nico? He's a great pro tag. And it's like, yeah, he's cool. So are like the other two. Granted, I think Luis is like the best one. Like, I mean that genuinely too. But it's so long. Like, my first GTA was San Andreas, but I was 8 years old when I first played it. So I had to say around, how old was I when I first started playing the entire 3D trilogy? I went back, I think I was around 18. So about 10 years later, I played the entire 3D trilogy. I'm like, oh wow, there's a lot here that I like learning about how open an open world game is. And another thing is just that so I was curious about the games, like especially like, you know, 3 and Vice City. Those are the ones I got like no familiarity with. So I just thought to myself, well, let's just buy the entire trilogy, I guess, and play them. Because I was going to buy San Andreas anyway. It was back on the PS4, before the trilogy was a thing. I should add, this is like 2016, when they had the original versions on PS4. Kind of, I'm missing music, which sucks, but honestly, it's been so long since I last played San Andreas, since I was 8 and when I was 18. All I cared for was seeing more and more of just how the series that I enjoy got to start. And next thing you know, I played through the entire trilogy, and the only thing I kept saying to myself was, okay, this is so good, and I 100% all three of the trilogy. Because I looked up a guide. Like, missions weren't really the thing. I wanted to explore the games. Because, I love the originals. Well, no, I love San Andreas. And the only thing I kept thinking to myself was, wow, I love this game so much, but I just didn't beat it as a kid because I was terrible at it. And then, like, years later, I played GTA 4. Terrible at that. So then I finally get to playing the trilogy. I'm like, okay, let's 100% the trilogy, because why not? Because I enjoy the game, so yeah, let's just do it. Like, even though I didn't beat San Andreas as a kid, I love San Andreas that much. The discards are awesome. I figured, like, you know what, let's just do it. And I enjoyed it, despite the fact that, look, I started with San Andreas. Even as a kid, I remembered stuff I did back then. So, not being able to swim, bail out your car, what else? Oh god. Was it bikes? No. Wasn't really a thing I missed, but yeah, the controls. The controls for San Andreas. They kept improving on the controls, but oh my god. Like the camera controls. Well, the camera in general in the old 3D games. Took me a minute to get used to it. And look, I enjoyed the games, but also another thing, they're hard. Like, I didn't expect San Andreas or like any of the other games to be easy, but because, like, I guess I just wasn't used to its difficulty. And so I found out how hard they are. And I'm like, oh wow, these are kind of challenging, but I enjoyed that. If anything, it made completing a mission that much more fun. Also, thank God I managed to get a flush. But the problem was, I thought to myself, okay, these three are hard, especially 3 and Vice City. Well, 3 especially. Vice City is easier. I don't think it's the easiest game. I think it's the shortest one though. But all I kept thinking to myself was, okay, exploring the world, getting all the side missions and everything. I really enjoyed that about the original trilogy. Am I going to enjoy this about GTA 4 too? Even 5, because like I knew of 5 because look, it was so popular back in high school, and it still is. So I never got back into it in high school. I tried when I was in middle school though, but not everything worked out. I mean, that's better. Oh, so this is kind of cool, Polo Chat. I guess Cardomancer, because it's been there since the beginning. I guess I was holding to deja vu, but like I was saying, I went back to GTA 4. Oh my god, I just... Okay, first, I went to 5. 4 was the one I was most scared of going back to. Because when I first played 4, all I could think of was like, man, these missions are kind of tough. And granted, almost all of them are in every game except 5, but that's a different thing. But for the original trilogy, they were hard. And 4, not only were they hard, they were long. And the one thing I kept telling myself was, okay, try not to die. And if you do die, reset. Like, if you die during a mission, say before every mission. Like, I'm not kidding, I would do just that. Because it would just honestly get that annoying to me. And I loved, let's see, I love San Andreas so much. Just, I didn't have to beat the game, I just enjoyed playing it, which is one of the reasons why I love GTA. You know, granted, the main campaign is a big part of it, because look, I'm a stickler for campaigns in games like that, even in games like Pokemon, which I also love to death. The main campaign is the thing that I always focus on the most, because like that's what I do most of my playtime. Well, a good portion of my playtime, and then like post game is like, you know, spending more time doing stuff, side content too, if it unlocks later. But the one thing I kept telling myself was, you enjoyed this part, it's not gonna suck. I want to keep open minded about this, because the same thing happened with 5, because I just didn't know. It's like, I see all those side missions, all the stuff you can do in the trilogy, and yet one thing I kept saying to myself was like, okay, do you remember doing any of this in 4? The answer is no. All the mission variety in 4. Do you remember that? The answer to that is no. So, all I kept thinking to myself was, oh no, am I not gonna like 4 or 5 as much as I do like original trilogy, at the very least San Andreas or Vice City? So then I finally played 5 and I enjoy it for different reasons. And honestly, it was okay. Look, 5 is the easiest one. Let's just get this out there. 5 is the easiest one. Like, dying means nothing, basically, and you get showered with money, so much money. You don't spend it on, okay, you spend it on a lot, like properties and whatever. It doesn't feel like a lot because you get so much money regardless, and it's also like kind of scripted. Now, granted, I will say like the moments where it felt like a movie, I love that in GTA 2 because GTA does that. Like it's basically a movie, crime drama movie, and I like that. But 5 has a lot of those moments, and I think to myself, okay, it's not automated for the most part. Well, not most part. Some parts do feel like it's kind of hard for you to just lose. But also just want to say that the game itself is just really easy compared to most about all the other 3D games. The 2D ones I don't know. I don't own them. Advance sucks. But I enjoyed 5. The story, okay, it's entertaining. I don't really play it for the story. Any GTA for the story, really. But because San Andreas was my first one, and going back to it, I ended up loving the story and the characters, because like I love CJ to death. He's one of my favorite CJ characters, favorite video game characters of all time. Like for a black character, that meant a lot to me. Even as a kid, that meant a lot to me because I'm black. But CJ I love, and a lot of other characters I love. Big Smoke, Caesar, Woozy Moo, Tenpenny, and I went back to Vice City, and I like Tommy, Ken, Paul, even like GTA 3. Like, granted, Claude is a silent protag, which shocked me. I'm so used to everybody talking. But I get why they did it. I found out why they did. I'm like, oh, you know what? That makes sense. Plus, like, they're writing a rulebook on this. So for all they know, they don't know what to do, which they didn't. But then they figured out what to do. And Tommy, I love. Tommy's just a straightforward character. And then you got CJ, which is like, more developed. Like, you see how much he changes from the beginning to later on. Like, he finds a place to belong, actually. Like, he always has a home in the hood, but he wants to get out the hood. And he does. Like, congrats, he does. And he makes a lot of money for himself, and he's happy for it. And so was Kendall. Sweet's not, because it's sweet. And look, I love Face on Love, but Sweet, you are like on the edge of characters like I should like. But what you say and how you treat CJ kind of makes me just think, yeah, I think you're on the side of me not liking you, despite the fact that I think I should. Because like I get why you're like this. Same with Ryder until Ryder betrays you. But like it goes on for too long. Like it's too long. And it's like, you should get that, but whatever. I enjoy the 3 main pro tags. I enjoy Nico. I enjoy 3 main pro tags of GTA 5. Trevor, Franklin. Well, Trevor, I just like his the fact that that's how crazy he is. I enjoyed that, and the only reason why I enjoy it is because he's basically a GTA player. And Franklin's like, 3D trilogy, the first time player. And then you got Michael, the one who beats the game and like goes back in. Like, okay, all 3 makes sense. Michael's a traitor though. And Franklin gets punked so many times. So I think that's probably the reason why Trevor ends up being my favorite. It's like the fact that I love Franklin's ability to drive. I just like driving GTA. So like the only thing I keep thinking to myself was like, okay, I like these 3. I like Lamar. And like I guess Lester's cool, but that's kind of it though. Yeah. That's it for the characters in GTA 5. Like the side characters, like the weakest part for that. Even like GTA 4 has some decent ones. Well, it has better ones, I think. Like just comparing like base 4 to base 5, it has that. Also 4 has better DLC, and 5 doesn't have that. It doesn't have a single player DLC, which is what I really would have wanted. But alas, it doesn't, and that sucks. But I enjoy playing through 5 because just one thing I knew about 4 and just how much I hated how he controlled. I wrote a review on GTA 4 for an assignment in class. Look, man, I don't want to share that. I think I still have it, but I don't want to share that. Maybe I should just share it. And cringe at my English essay, which is actually really good. I got a good grade for that. I just went into the story a little too much, but that was it. If I had to like rank the stories of like the GTA games, I just think that San Andreas is my favorite one. Vice City close second, just because it's straight ahead and it's very entertaining. Which, like I said, I don't really play GTA games for story. I just love when they entertain me. Fives, okay. Okay. And I can think to myself, okay, look, I love the Lost and the Battle of Gay Tony. Like, look, Johnny can on a bike is so good. He controls so well. Which, look, I didn't like the way GTA 4 controls. I didn't like the way the cars felt or bikes. Like they almost, it's like so heavy. It's like it's realism, and it's like I don't care. Look, the reason why I love GTA is like its arcadey feeling of like, you know, driving. That's one of the reasons why I like it. Like, yeah, realism is cool and all, and it draws from a lot of real stuff, but it's still a game at the end of the day. And the fact that people just point to like GTA 4 and like it says like it's realistic, it's like, look, man, as someone who's feel kind of jaded by so much realism in games industry by now, well, even back then, I guess like 10 years ago, I just didn't care for the realism. What I cared for was just a fun game with, you know, like just like San Andreas, which I played as a kid. I played GTA 4 when I was a teenager. I just didn't like it as much. Like, I didn't like the way the cars and bikes felt. The radio stations, oh my god. Okay, the most annoying thing about the radio is like, unlike San Andreas, which is shuffled and random, 3 and Vice City was like one sound file just looped. And I was like, okay, it's weird because, like, you know, I wasn't used to it. I was used to San Andreas, okay, but I still enjoy the music, and the soundtracks in GTA they are all good. All of them are good. Yes, I say all of them, okay? Look, even 5 I enjoy. I think it's like maybe one of the weaker ones for me. That and 3, but 3, look, 3 is mostly made up stuff and lesser known artists. Plus, it's like, it's not bad. It's like you telling me to compare like a soundtrack that is basically 8 out of 10 to another 8 out of 10. It doesn't matter to me. I like it. Well, I wouldn't say GTA. Yeah, I think 5 is like a little higher for me because like, a lot of these are songs I not only I know, artists I know, I just like them more. That's really it. And when it comes to the other games, like I think 4 genuinely is great. Okay, I ain't even run to the plant yet, which is the problem. Let's see what else. Oh, wait, strength these two. Well, let's see, besides that. Let's get rid of those. And do this. Besides that, the way I want to say the story was handled. Well, okay, yes, the story is like, look, I know the story is a big thing of GTA 4, okay, but I didn't like it as much as like the other games. All right, like I compared it to San Andreas because that was the last game, and it's like, okay, this is much more important here. And all I could think to myself was, why is it the way that it is? Like, why is it just this dark? It doesn't, well, is dark the correct question? Right way to describe it? I mean, yeah, it's darker. It's serious and more heavy. I think that's the way I would describe it. Because look, I enjoy San Andreas for giving me more for CJ, because when it comes to CJ, like I said, I'm glad like he grows as a character. Like there's a bit of drama in it, but it's not that heavy. Like it's just enough for a more like, you know, character driven story. Or how else I'm trying to put it. But when it comes to 4, not only do I think it's like a little bit heavy, like I wish it was like less serious. That's really it. I wish it was less serious, but also oh god. The final third of GTA 4 is like my least favorite part, because I don't feel like I'm getting closer to my goal. And it's like, I think I should feel that way. Like, why do we have to work for the mob? It's like, it's just a what is it, the show? It's a Sopranos callback. I guess because like you know, that show was popular around the time. Like it still was. It's like I don't really care for the mafia characters at all. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't think I can use that anyway. 6 and a 10. Okay. Okay, there we go. It's like I don't really care for like most of the mafia guys, and like Dimitri, I really don't care for. And, like he's like the main guy like that betrays us. I win, by the way, and I just don't care for him because it takes so long just to see him again. Why does it take so long to see Dimitri again? Genuinely wondering. Yeah, I'm just gonna use money to fix my deck, okay? Okay, there we go. One. Well, let's see first. Yeah, not what I wanted. Yeah, didn't break either. Great. Get rid of you. And just a strength. Okay. So like I was saying, when it comes to Dimitri, I'm like it takes so long to find him. Cause like, let's see, you find him. Let's see, when he betrays you the first time, gives you up to Bulgarin. And and like not long after, like he calls you again, and then like you get the chance to do a deal with him. He betrays you there too, if you do the deal. And if you don't do the deal, and you decide to take him out, Jimmy betrays you because he's mad at you. So he pulls a gun out at Roman's wedding. And then he just takes out Kate, which I don't care for because we look back then. I didn't care for because I didn't know that much about Kate. I didn't know about the dates. Okay, I think I just forgot about it at the time. That was my first playthrough. Okay, don't blame me on that. That was my first playthrough GTA 4 when I actually beat the game. I didn't know much about the dates. But I just treated him like any other hangout. I just didn't care that much for it. But I did eventually do more of them. And all I gotta say is, okay, hanging out with friends is cool and all, but yeah, that's really it. It's cool. And plus, I love their benefits. Well, that was a better way to phrase that. But you did it again, upgrade. Nice job. But you know, hanging out with friends is cool. Real life too, I guess. But besides, Kate. Who else was it I'm thinking of? Oh god, I'm trying to remember their names. Okay, I mean the rest of the girls that Nico can date, that's also cool. But in terms of like story-wise, okay, which one of these characters do I care for? And the answer is a handful, but it's kind of it. Like, whether they help you or they're villains, I got nothing to think of Dimitri because he's not there on screen most of the time. He's like, he shows up for Bulgarin when he betrays you, he calls you like in the middle, like, "Oh, you have forgotten about me." It's like, "Yes, I did. I forgot about you because you weren't there. Where are you?" And then you just betray him at the end. Not really betray him. You just take him out at the end just cause revenge. And well, I hate the guy, so of course I'm just going with revenge. And then, you know, what's his face gets mad, but I don't care because I don't care about Jimmy Pecorino either. And apparently, nor did the rest of the mafia. Because he's supposed to get a seat with the families, and they treat him like a joke. And somehow Nico says he knows those guys, and he just laughs at his face. It's like, we just do work for you because you pay. Other than that, though, you kind of suck. Got it. Let's leave. Look, I also caught up my GTA 4 rant, and I kind of, and we got the aura. Oh wait, that was a waste. Well, not that much of a waste, thankfully, but. Look, okay, my bad, I forgot. What was I talking about again? All right. I'm looking out for Jimmy because we all laugh at it. Because if Nico treats you like a joke, but you're trying to be taken seriously, I'm sorry, but not sorry. I just don't care for you. And then, let's see, the characters like Manny, which I'm like, okay, whatever. And then you got like, let's see. Besides Dimitri being like a disappointing villain, I just don't care for Jimmy Pecorino. You know, Phil Bell is cool. Like, I think there's a reason why, even though like we kill Ray, we don't go after Phil at all. So it's like, okay, well, look, it feels cool. And I guess we don't got that much to worry about. I accidentally clicked the button again. The guys, let's see, Phil's one that's cool. You know, Lil Jacob. That's the reason why he calls Nico his brother. Use that. And that. Like, who else do I like? You know, Roman's cool, Brucey's cool. I don't care about Maury. And I'm glad Brucey just knocks him out. Or hurts him. Like, oh, my nose job. I'm like, yeah, well, you suck. Like, I think the DLC characters like are better. Like Yusuf, I love Yusuf so much. Even though he does say the word a lot. Well, not, he doesn't say it a lot. In fact, he says the word at all. Like, why do you say the N-word? And like I think about it, I was like, you know, look, I see people who genuinely just don't know. They just hear rap music. And they just say the word. And it's like at least you make me laugh though. That can get you all my problems. Probably not. But like GTA 4, I think it's a good game. It's why does it take like 30 hours to beat it? I really wish it did not take 30 hours. It's somewhere close to it though. It's like 25 around there. I'm just like, man, you do not need to be that long. Also, one, yeah, that's it. Okay. All right, we're done. We're out already. Sorry about the rant for GTA, but I love it to GTA to death, so I will rant about what I like. And you will like that. All right, the radio stations. Like, okay, GTA 4 was like my first one where I recognized, like, because of like it's contemporary, right? It's set in 2008. I like the fact that no matter what, I recognize some of these artists and songs because I first played in 2012, but obviously I was born before 2008, so I got to grow up and hear some of these artists and songs that I recognize. Like San Andreas, I was a kid, so I just didn't remember. I was really young when I first played it, so. Take it for the funnies. After that. I don't know, but just somewhere, I guess. Like, man, without I hear those artists on the radio, I'm like, wow, I know some of these artists. As a kid, I was like 14 when I first played GTA 4, and look, some of the stations, like the rap station, was the one I listened to the most because I was young. That was my genre when I was a kid. Okay, they loop like okay, like now that I play 3 and Vice City, I'm like, okay, now I know that's whatever, right? But then I find out some GTA 4 has a weird thing where if you get into a car or a bike for the first time, not for the first time, but like you have there's like a chance of it presetting the stations, and they're looped again, so you cannot tell how many times I enter a car or a bike in GTA 4 just for him to play Top Down by Swiss Beats the entire time for so long. And I just don't like that. And the song itself is fine. I like it actually. But it starts from the beginning so many times that I'm just like, you kind of lose some points for me for this here. I didn't have that problem with 5, which I was surprised by. Like, a lot of spots surprised me. Just how fun it was. I think it's another thing with GTA 4. It's just like, after I played the original trilogy, seeing all the side stuff, like, it's gone. I'm like, so much of it is gone. And some of the mission variety is also gone. Oh, Patchomatic, Raven Party 2, thank you. We're playing Balatro, and I'm actually not talking about Balatro at all. I'm just ranting about GTA. Like, what's Balatro? It's good. It's a nice outer run. Also, though, to just say, I have been ranting about GTA 4 for like the past half hour, I guess, or hour. Because GTA 6 got its cover art shown off. Hello? We're beginning to rant about things too. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was ranting about like my problems with GTA 4, like Grand Theft Auto 4. I did not like how I played the original trilogy 10 years ago for the first time, alright? There's so much side missions to do, and you get rewarded for these. Like, you get like more health, more armor, weapons, like so much to give you like a kind of unfair advantage, I guess. 4 does not have that. And like, you have vigilante missions, which is like the only thing that returns. But besides, you know, the usual money and stuff, it's for an achievement. It's like, okay, do I get like more armor or whatever? And like, the answer is no. You get that from a date. When you call a girl that Nico dates, then you get to find her online. And like, there's some stuff that are good here, but there's so much from San Andreas, Vice City, and 3 that are just missing. I just don't like that. But the game itself is good. I will say that. All right. Like, despite all my ranting on, you know, GTA 4, I still think the game is good. It's just not my. It's like, from the HD games, I like 5 more. I like the DLC of the games. GTA 4's DLC I like more than base GTA 4. Okay. And I honestly do not feel like that's a crazy thing to say. And like, if you do, then whatever. But I just genuinely just don't think that it's a crazy thing to say. Looking like a good run. Wow. Yeah. I had a black deck run. I just quit it because I wasn't really feeling it. But this run though, I'm always feeling, because it's a ghost deck, and I love a good ghost deck run. And all right. I mean, to be fair, this negative doesn't mean that much. But I don't have any vouchers. So we can just sell this off. Do I want to hang the rocks? Actually, yes, I do. The next thing I want is the usual ecto, just to hold on to. Use ghost deck in a while. Yeah, it's like, in terms of decks, favorite decks, this is up there. It's literally just because of spectrals. 6-7. can also just hang these. One, two, three, four, five. Two, three, four, five. Okay. Count it right. Actually, you know what? Let's just save that death for later. But going back to GTA though, I'm really excited for GTA 6. And okay, look, this is a big question because everybody is wondering this. How much do you think GTA 6 is going to cost? My thoughts are, look, at best 70, at worst 80, like Mario Kart World, but that's really it. I think GTA 6 will be like 80 at most. Oh, whoops. Put it somewhere. Be crazy games end up being 90. 100 is like the big price people are thinking of. Never really played those games. I mean, like, it's kind of weird though to recommend GTA game though. Like, I know people are like tired of open worlds now, and granted, so am I. But given that it's GTA, the one that like really set the open world formula, going back, especially like the original trilogy, like 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, as an open world, they are surprisingly a lot smaller than you would think, which means they're easily digestible. Like, I'm not kidding when I say that 3, especially Vice City, they're short. By like modern day standards, they are short games. But it's weird saying that because I'm just not used to it. Smaller is better. Open world's funny enough. Yeah, because like it's more compact and just built with stuff. It's like, because like, here's the thing from like a game design standpoint, coming from someone who went to college for this type of thing. Designing a world in a game, because they want to make it big and like, wow, this world is so huge when you explore it. The thing is, when they make a world smaller, they end up filling it up with stuff. So even if it is small, it doesn't feel that way. Like when you look outwards from, like, you know, zoom all the way out, the world itself is small. Like GTA 3's open world, it's tiny compared to San Andreas or 5 or modern day open world games, which is basically almost every AAA game for so long. It's just that basically when it comes to a game like that, even if it's not open world, they benefit from like a small size, because they constantly just fill up with stuff to do, side quests, dungeons, items, whatever. Anything to reward you, that's great. And that's what I loved about GTA, the original trilogy, and you know, 5 does that too, to some extent. Like not as much as the other ones. Still, it's good. All the new Zelda open worlds for being as big as they are. Okay, I would say something controversial here. Like, as someone who's been playing open world games for like so long, going to Breath of the Wild does feel kind of weird, because the thing that sells Breath of the Wild like as an open world is how much freedom the game gives you. That is a selling point. I would not argue that. What I will argue is that because of that, I feel like its story is a bit is like on the lacking side, because just how big the game scope is. This is like, I'm spoiled by like San Andreas and Vice City and like the other GTA games. Is basically, even like Sleeping Dogs, is that basically just because it's so big. Like, okay, or just, is a story on a bigger scale? And the answer is no. If anything, it's a bit basic. Like, I guess, like, I don't want to say for Zelda, because I'm not that big of a Zelda guy. I wish there was more though. Like, Link and Zelda, like, Zelda is gone for like most of the story. Like, yeah, you got a story reason for that, but apparently because this is the next main game after Skyward Sword, which Link and Zelda, like, the most enjoyable part about that story, according to fans, I guess, it just feels a bit more disappointing for them. With Link though, he doesn't emote. He's just the usual steadfast. Okay, look, the game hurt me. OBS heard me like criticizing Breath of the Wild. What's wrong with you? Like, what did I do? I didn't do nothing wrong. I can be critical of a game, and I like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Well, I think Tears of the Kingdom was worse, but I enjoyed my time, especially like the combat. That game is untouchable. Look, if there's one thing I learned when it comes to like reviewing a game, is to put aside any preconceived notions you had about the game, and the nostalgia you had about the game, and like, what you already enjoy. If it's a series and a franchise, you look at it for what it is and compare it to old stuff, or maybe some new stuff, and just to see what exactly is wrong. It doesn't hurt just to take off the rose-tinted glasses. Like, you take off the rose-tinted glasses just for a little bit, and once you do that, it is just that much more fun. That's just more it makes it better for you, because you can criticize something that you love. I do it all the time. Like just earlier with GTA, my GTA rant. And you know what? I done it with Sonic because I'm a Sonic fan. Bandwagon about games. I mean, okay, I will give you this. When people criticize games, like, when people genuinely say this game is not great, don't play it, a lot of people just take that opinion without forming their own. But you can just say, I'm a bit wary of this game because of the, its reception. That is okay. And that is more than okay to think. I grew up playing so much Sonic Adventure 2 on GameCube. Alright, so you're gonna hate me for this. I just don't think Sonic Adventure 2 is that... I don't find it as fun like some of the other 3D games. Also, Blueprint. And like I know SA2 is like everyone's favorite 3D Sonic game. Like if it's not Sonic 2 you start with, it's Sonic Adventure 2 you start with. I'm checking my OBS again because just in case the OBS decides to disconnect on me just for trash talking Sonic Adventure 2. The game is not as good as Adventure 1, okay? I have not touched that game in over 10 years. I don't even want to touch it again. Well, when I will, okay? I'll give it that. Treasure hunting is really annoying. Yeah, you're right, and I hate it. Everyone 3D Sonic game has blemishes. Yeah, every 3D Sonic has blemishes, and some 3D Sonics have cracks, and some of them have so many holes in it, you can't fill them all. I'll tell you, the second time this stream I said something that's out of pocket, okay? Look, okay, when it comes to Sonic, especially 3D games, they got problems, and some of them are like so big to ignore. Like I'm not going to a rant about Sonic 06. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sonic Adventure years defending tradition without marking it. Yep. You hit it with the old. I'm used to it by now. Put it in stores while marketing it and it's already been become clearance at Walmart. Okay, I don't think it's okay. Look, if it's there, like here's the thing. Sonic's anniversary is like 5 days, which they could probably announce it on that day. So if I end up going to Walmart at all and I end up seeing it, then I'll be like, what is going on? But I thought it was like the person who had the case of it was a fake. I don't know, but like even if it is real, it's whatever, right? Because it honestly just feels like something that would have happened. Also, like, let's be real here. What else are they gonna do? No. I need another. No, I'm not gonna take deja vu. I'm just gonna keep rolling. All right. Welcome back. Yeah, I have no idea what Sega are doing, but you always just question Sega, okay? What are they doing? Oh. Okay, so it's raining right now and it's thundering outside, so I have to end stream. So before my stream just disconnects again. All right, so we're gonna end this here.